viewers on the universe of the BluTubers channel. I am Tony, aka 22 Tiger Dude, and welcome to the best and worst of February 2015. And I'm sure you guys can get the point of what this is. We just discussed our best and our worst of a certain month. And joining me for February 2015 is going to be Justin Watches Movies. I'm very happy he gets to be a guest star for Universe of the BluTubers. So before I get to my best, I'm going to let Justin say his best first. So take it away, man.
Hello, my name is Justin from Justin Watches Movies, and I'm here to discuss the best and worst films of February 2015, not of all time, just a little short month, the month that is really short, it just has 28 days and pisses people off. Wish it could be longer, but 28 days is not enough time. But there were some pretty good films in February. Kingsman Secret Service, I really liked that. It was action-packed, it was so fun. It was a great throwback to the classic James Bond films and the spy thrillers that I just really loved. Kingsman. And you know what was really great about it? Colin Firth kicking ass in a church. What more could you ask for, people? Come on. What more could you ask for? It's Colin Firth kicking ass in a church. See it. The SpongeBob movie was pretty cool too.
That's a very awesome pick, Justin. Very awesome indeed. So, in terms of my honorable mentions, there are some, I have to say. Like what Justin just said, Kingsman, The Secret Service, that was a lot of fun. Plus, like what Justin just said, you get to see Colin Firth kick ass. So, that was pretty freaking great. The Duff, a movie I thought was going to suck, but I actually thought was good. I liked the movie. That was surprising. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, this poster behind me. Yes, I really enjoyed this movie. I am a huge SpongeBob fan, so as a fan, I have to say I was not disappointed with this movie. It was just such a fun movie, and I can't wait to own it when it comes out on DVD Blu-ray. And then there is McFarlane USA, a really good Disney sports movie that just makes you feel good and just has a nice, refreshing storyline to it. But my best of February 2015, McFarlane USA is pretty close, honestly, but it wasn't until I watched The Last 5 Years. I watched this movie from my PS3, and I have to say that this is exactly what a musical should be. Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan are just great. It's just a very well directed movie, and if you're a fan of musicals, I would highly recommend checking out The Last 5 Years. But now we get into the shit pile of February. So Justin, take it away with your worst of February, man.
So for February, there were not that many films that came out, but some of the worst films I did not like were The Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Just didn't feel like it was needed. One of those give me that money, I need your money movies. I also didn't like what the Wachowskis were trying to do with Jupiter Ascending. And The Seventh Son was definitely the worst of the month. The Seventh Son was just a complete disaster. For a film that took for so long to come out, I think they could have put a little more effort into this. This was a film that Jeff Bridges was just at his worst. And Julianne Moore, no one cared about their roles in here. This film just felt so generic. With the monsters, they looked kind of cool, but also at the same time, we've kind of seen these styles of monsters before. So The Seventh Son definitely was one of the worst films of February, January, probably for the rest of the year. I did not like The Seventh Son at all. It was a very dull action film, crappy action scenes, and I just think that they should have handled it a lot better. You know, it took forever to get out. So with that time they did have, you know, they could have spiced it up a little bit.
Now, while they were good, there were a couple of really stinking movies that just, oh man, they were terrible. My honorable mention is The Lazarus Effect, a movie that has such huge potential but was utterly wasted. Once Olivia Wilde gets possessed, it just turns down into the devil's butthole, making a big pile of devil's poop. But The Lazarus Effect's shittiness does not compare to 50 Shades of fucking Grey. If you've seen my movie review that's on my 22 Tiger Dude channel, you knew that I had a lot to say about this movie. It has shitty, quote-unquote romance. The writing is shitty. It has some of the most terrible and unbelievable dialogue I've heard in a very long time in a movie. And then the best part is that there's a sequels. Yay. So yes, you guys, that is our best and worst for February 2015. Just to recap, Justin's best is Kingsman, his worst is Seventh Son, my best is The Last 5 Years, and my worst is 50 Shades of fucking Grey. But everyone, in the comments down below, let me know what is your best and worst of February 2015.
I like to thank 22 Tiger Dude for asking me to be a guest on this segment of best and worst of February 2015. Hopefully some good things come out in March and April because February was a slow month.
So everyone, this is 22 Tiger Dude here.
I'd like to remind you guys just one little thing, that I, Justin Watches Movies, will always have tiger power! Tiger power! Yeah, yeah, yeah.